How's it going, everybody? Chosen here from Chosen Gaming, and today I'm bringing you guys yet another BeamNG video. This video is actually pretty special. I did a video about a year ago on how to drop your car, or at least kind of lower it a little bit. Today's video, we are dropping this thing to the max. We are slamming it, we're stancing it, we're doing all the goodies. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into how to do this. Before this video starts, I've got some super exciting news for you guys I want to share. I've partnered with an awesome game that I've been hooked on lately, and it's called Matchmasters. If you're into games like Candy Crush but want something more competitive and strategic, then Matchmasters is totally for you. Matchmasters takes the classic Match 3 puzzle format and turns it into a real-time battle against other players. You're not just matching, you're outsmarting your opponent, using power-ups, and climbing the leaderboard. What I love most about the game is how competitive it gets. Plus, there are tournaments, team events, and chance to win real-life rewards. As part of this partnership, I got a special link just for you guys. Hit the link in the description to download Matchmasters. Now to start, before you do anything, we're going to need the wide fat mod. The wide fat mod is what is going to cause your cars to, be able to stance and get lower than what stock BeamNG allows. Wide fat, I've used wide fat for a couple months now. Never had any issues with them, and they always consistently update with the game. This is the newest one. As you can see, they, update constantly when the game updates, like I was saying. And you'll never be out of date when it comes out. Or if you are out of date, just come back here and download the mod. I'll leave the Discord in the description so you guys can come download it for yourself. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to grab this wide fat mod zip. I already downloaded it, but once you download it, it's going to pop into your downloads folder. So if we come over here to my downloads, it'll be right here. And you're going to open this wide fat mod, and you're going to open your BeamNG folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to open my BeamNG folder. If you don't know how to access it, you go to your Steam. We'll go ahead and show it real quick. Steam, BeamNG. You go here, and you go to your manage, and you go to your browse local file, and it'll bring up your BeamNG folder. And now that we have our BeamNG folder open, we're gonna go ahead and open our wide fat folder too. Go ahead and minimize it a little bit. And it's as simple as grabbing all this and dragging it in. I've already dragged it all in. So it's not, it's going to just put what I already have in it. But it's going to say, if it asks you to replace it, then go ahead and just hit replace all, and it'll automatically adjust it. And then once you have all that done, we'll go ahead and hop back into BeamNG, and I'll show you guys what to do from there. Alrighty, now that we have our stock car right here, you can choose any car inside the wide fat mod. I think they leave a description of what cars you can have. But now that we have our stock car right here, all we're going to do is go to vehicle config. We're going to head over here to our front suspension. Now, you're not going to keep the regular independent suspension. As you can see, WideFab has their own suspension. So you're going to go ahead and hit that. And, okay, well, it lagged out a little bit. Okay, that car might be bugged. Let me get another car, and I'll get right back with you guys. Alrighty, now that we have our working stock car, we're going to do the same thing. So go ahead, escape, or whatever key you use, it's mainly going to be escape. Escape, you're going to go over to your vehicle config, you're going to head down to your suspension, so for me it'd be right here. Go ahead and hit the wide fab suspension, hopefully it works with this car this time. It does. It'll probably adjust your wheels, you can fix that later, we'll do that later. Struts, wide fab coils, and then also you're going to have to do for your, where's it at? Or what it'll be in the front. So we're going to do the same thing for the front. Skid plate, I always recommend putting a skid plate. It's always kind of nice to see the sparks and stuff when you are that low. Steering, you have to put the wide fab steering on, otherwise it will not work. Okay, keep that in mind. Front struts, you got to do the same thing, wide fab coilovers. And then I always recommend putting a front race sway bar on it. Sport works too, but just put the race on it just because. Rear wheels, we're just going to go ahead and throw some 18s on it. I kind of always recommend doing by 8s just because it's easier, but you could go bigger. Just if you want to, more flush fitment, you can always adjust wheels, or if you just want different wheels, then go ahead and do that. But for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna do some 18 by 8s, and then we're gonna do the fronts. So go ahead and put the 18 by 8s on it too. 18 by 8, 3-piece. There it is. All right. Now that we have our basic wheel look down and we have the actual proper suspension on it, we're going to come over here to the tuning portion of it. Now, there's a bunch of options for the tuning. Now, wide fab also, regular BeamNG, you throw it down all the way to max, and it's not going to be low. Wide fab, you throw it down to max, you're going to be in some trouble. and I'll show you that for example. So for a front, if I just maxed out -1, the car basically is just like on the ground, but if I do it to the rear too, it's just going to start floating, and it won't be really drivable. So if I go ahead and set that down to 1, it's just all the way down. It might actually work for this car. I don't know. I haven't fully tested it yet. Oh, it actually surprisingly does. But yeah, so this is basically, all the way maxed on low. Some cars it doesn't let you drive like this, but this one apparently does. But yeah, that's, I mean, way lower than BeamNG stock will allow. And then you can come over here to also adjust your camber. We're at -20 in the front? Yeah, -20 in the front, and as you can see, it doesn't do much. But if we go ahead and max it out, you'll see what it does. Oh, it actually didn't do a lot. Okay, what about the rear? The rear's what's going to tell us. Well, that's offset, camber adjust. It's at 76, positive 76 right now. Let's see what happens if we just max it out. There it goes. So sometimes it does that with rear-wheel drive. I think you can do the front like that too. But that's your rear camber for you at maxed out. So we're not gonna max it out. We'll do like maybe -30 and see if that. No, okay. So maybe -5. Maybe -5 will work. Yeah, we're getting there. I mean, I'm probably not gonna stance it that much, but you get the point. You can stance these things pretty well. That's a good amount. Yeah, that'll work. And then wheel offsets, you can always adjust these depending on how you want your car to sit. Flush, not flush, doesn't matter. It's user preference. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and throw some random settings on it. That is not what I want. Wow. So, we're going to keep fiddling with it. There it goes. That's pretty flush. That's pretty clean right there, too. That works. Yeah, now we have a fully drivable car, and it's stanced. You can always throw, smaller tires on it. You can adjust the suspension, too. Like, if you want a really stiff ride, you can adjust that. If you don't want your wheels to clip through the fenders, you can either take the fenders off, or you can actually adjust your suspension right. But, I mean, you can see, we're sparking, we're scraping, we're doing all that good stuff. And it drives exactly like a static car would. I mean... It's not loving bumps and stuff, but it does them. Let's see if we can just... Sometimes I can get the car so low they'll actually just kind of get stuck on things, but this one I think is kind of just almost built. That's not sure right. I don't know. You can create some pretty messed up stuff in here. Let me see if I actually have one already preset that is close to undrivable. They have a lot of... I don't think it carried over. They have a lot of different options for cars, as I mentioned before, but it's all, some cars work, some cars don't. I don't know why it didn't work for the Ibishi BX. I don't know why I didn't do it, but, it might just be my PC. It could, just be user error. I don't know. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to like and subscribe, as it does help me a bunch. If you guys want to see more content like this, be sure to let me know in the description. But besides that, it's been Chosen from Chosen Gaming, and I'm out. Peace.